and welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring all of the tools and resources that you'll need to help you along your journey. This podcast is divided into 3 sections. First is a daily reading, second is a discussion on the reading followed by journal prompts, and the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Yo. Welcome back to another day of Reparenting Daily. Thank you for being here. I much appreciated, as always. So before we go ahead and get started today, I'd like to go ahead and give you a reminder that we've just started a Patreon community where you can go ahead and join. We have 3 meetings now every week. These are meetings via Zoom. On Sunday, we have a meditation meeting where we're doing our group meditation together. And on Tuesday, we're doing a book club meeting. We're going to be going through different books and things to make progress on our way towards reparenting. And on Thursday, we also have a open topic discussion meeting where we meet just to chit chat and to share progress updates on our reparenting journey. So you can go ahead and check out my website, go to the community tab, and you'll find all the details about joining the community, what you get with that, as well as the cost of that for joining our Patreon. So be sure to check that out. However, if you're not ready to join the Patreon community, there are many other ways you can support the podcast and the project overall. The number one is being if you give us a like, share, subscribe. It would really help us to spread the word and to get ranked. So if you could give us a 5-star review on Apple and Spotify podcasts, that would be greatly appreciated. Actually, whoever gives us a 5-star review on Apple and Spotify, I'll also be doing a drawing each month, and that person will be getting 1 month free access to the Patreon support community. So please go ahead and give us a 5-star review, and I'll be letting you know at the end of the month who is the winner from each of those. You can also give us a comment, share, subscribe, and it would just really help us to spread the word for the podcast. And apart from that, I would like to note that if you're new here, we have 3 podcasts. So this Reparenting Daily podcast, there's also Meditations for Reparenting Daily, as well as Lessons for Reparenting Daily. These podcasts can all be found from our website, so go ahead and check that out on the podcast tab. And if you want to support us, there are also ways you can support the podcast other than sharing and joining the Patreon if you go to the website and check out the support tab. Again, this is a free program. I'm driven and motivated by my desire to really help people improve their lives and save time. So while your financial support is also greatly appreciated, I appreciate any other support you can feel free to give the podcast. It means a lot, and it gives me a sense of belonging, a sense of support, and hopefully I can give you back in terms of lessons, information, resources, and building a new community to help you along with your reparenting journey. So thanks again for that. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on the reading today. Today's reading comes from the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. This is Law 34. Be royal in your fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Judgment. The way you carry yourself will often determine how you are treated. In the long run, appearing vulgar or common will make people disrespect you. For a king respects himself and inspires the same sentiment in others. By acting regally and confident of your powers, you make yourself seem destined to wear a crown. Keys to power. As children, we started our lives with great exuberance, expecting and demanding everything from the world. This generally carries over into our first forays into society as we begin careers. But as we grow older, the rebuffs and failures we experience set up boundaries that only get firmer with time. Coming to expect less from the world, we accept limitations that are really self-imposed. We start to bow and scrape and apologize for even simple requests. The solution to such shrinking of horizons is to deliberately force ourselves in the opposite direction, to downplay the failures and ignore limitations, to make ourselves demand and expect as much as the child. To accomplish this, we must use a particular strategy upon ourselves. Call it the strategy of the crown. The strategy of the crown is based on a simple chain of cause and effect. If we believe that we are destined for great things, our belief will radiate outwards, just as a crown creates an aura around the king. This outward radiance will affect the people around us, who will think we must have some reason to feel so confident. Thank you, and that's the reading for today. Welcome back. As we take a dive into Law 34, be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. This law suggests that to command respect, one should embody confidence, self-worth, and dignity in all your interactions. By carrying yourself as though you're worthy of respect, others are more likely to respond with admiration and deference. Acting like or acting with a royal sense of preservance doesn't mean to be arrogant. Rather, it involves cultivating an inner strength and projecting that self-assuredness. So how does this really relate to reparenting? Well, reparenting involves building self-respect and a sense of personal worth. When healing from trauma, it is common to struggle with self-doubt and feelings of unworthiness. Adopting a royal sense of self can be a powerful tool in reparenting. Allowing yourself to treat yourself with dignity and respect you might not have received in the past. Embracing your own intrinsic value and carrying yourself confidently can be a transformative step in reinforcing and reclaiming your worth to yourself and to others, helping you shape your inner narrative to reflect a strong, empowered self. So as we reflect on this reading and this meditation for today, here are some journal prompts you might consider. Number 1, how do you currently view your self-worth? How does this view affect the way others treat you? Number 2, what areas of your life could benefit from a more royal sense of self-assurance? Number 3, how might embodying dignity and self-respect impact your relationships, especially those where your boundaries have been diminished? Number 4, what small daily actions can you take to begin treating yourself with the respect and honor that you would give someone you admire deeply? And number 5, reflect on times when you've allowed others to define your worth. How can you reclaim that sense of worth for yourself today? Thanks for being here. As always, take care of yourself and do be well. And now, let us move on to the final section, the meditation. This is an unguided meditation. I will simply provide some music and you can take some time to relax. Please feel free to choose a location and a place where you feel safe and where you can be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting down, standing, as you like, wherever you are most comfortable. Thank you for being here and enjoy the meditation.